Well, there we go. He. I hope this is not copyrighted. Says that's what 7 windows. 3, 6. There's like at least a good 14-ish windows to this. Swear to God, like that's Outer Rim. Just letting y'all know. Y'all can see it. Whew. So that was Outer Rim. Oh, let's go to here, library. It's called. It's called. It's called. It's called Outer Rim. It's called Outer Rim. If you might know Film Core that did that did Evolution of the World's Tallest Buildings. This part right here is that part of it. And as we're approaching the tower section of the Bank of Manhattan Trust, I thought that it would scream, construction. So it's doing that. I have it on an endless shuffle, just on an endless repeat. Because I don't pay my subscription on my PlayStation. version. Today I'm supposed to be pre-ordering my GTA 6, but I honestly don't know if that's even going to be happening today. I want to see what this looks like from the ground floor. I was thinking about doing like an inner garden area in the central area. But when I built the one over here, that one, I added the central core. There's the Chrysler, and then there's the Bank of Manhattan Trust. But this has the authority over that bank building over there with that tower. Right by the factory. Is Epic trailer music by Outer Rim copyrighted? It better not be copyrighted. Key rules of use. But yeah, so I'm gonna give credit to the people at Outer Rim who did that song. Of course, while we're doing our construction on the building, I will even add it in the title or down in the description of this video today. But I needed the music to hype us up for the final bits of construction because we've been at it for basically all week. Plus, I fell in love with this music when I heard it for the first time on YouTube during during the during what's it called during that video and I will link the video that I'm talking about. It's called Evolution, the World's Tallest Building on YouTube. Yeah, here it is. It is by Filmcore. It says Evolution, the World's Tallest Building Size Comparison from 1901 to 2022. That video. That's where this part comes in. This is when they start the construction on the Singer building and then up to the Chrysler building in the Empire. But I'm gonna give them the credit for this music. So I recommend you check them out. It's on Spotify and on YouTube Music. So if you guys want to check it out for yourselves, I'm not taking full credit or anything, but like I'm just giving them some love here, because believe me, I love this music. This music is like the jam for when it comes to construction. This part here is MetLife Tower. MetLife Tower. It's MetLife Tower to Woolworth, which is this building here, which then goes directly into the Bank of Manhattan. Or should I say 40th Wall Street, or should I say the Trump building? I don't talk about that guy on here on the channel, but and also a shout out to Sketchfab.com, which has 3D animations of different skyscrapers would you are able to use it for that ability. Like, you can check out 3D animations or do your own 3D animations, or look at, say, a building that you're gonna build, or in this case, you know, look at something sci-fi, futuristic, or even something that's in real life. And that's what I have done with this building here. I have done it with this building because Sketchfab allows you to check out 3D animation, not 3D animations, but 3D objects. Which they do a really good job of. I just hope we don't get copyrighted, because I don't want to get copyrighted for this video, because like it says, you know, they have an ID on for this. I don't have a camera to show for that. Plus I'm also using it responsibly. I'm not taking full credit or anything. I'm just using the song to promote, this epic milestone for our skyscrapers. Now, yeah, I did kind of leave that area right here on the building over here, kind of like unfinished almost, which I think I might just go ahead and like lower it to here. Just like that. So it doesn't look unfinished. But you can see how there's like so many different like little angles to this part of the building. It's kind of like stupid almost. But we're gonna get like at least one of the sides in, and then we're gonna check out what it looks like from the ground up. So now the shape here does follow all around. Now I'm gonna keep it on this song so that we can promote, you know, the hype of our our soon to be finished construction project. But like I said, I don't want to take credit. I am taking credit for the construction of this skyscraper, but I'm not taking I'm not taking credit for the song though. Only for the building. Only for this massive milestone building. Because like the only building that could really top this structure is the Chrysler building. The reason why I made that actually a little bit taller than what it was because I wanted that to be like the crown jewel of the city. There was originally a crown jewel here in the heart of the city, but like the next building we're probably gonna build is 44th Madison Park, which is was the MetLife building in New York City. The building was unfortunately shut down. Fell into a lot of disrepairs. Nobody bought it. Well, I think someone did bought it. The one building that... A lot of the buildings that are having problems keeping up with the world is actually the Bank of Manhattan. The Bank of Manhattan, which is this building. And the Chrysler building. Because you gotta remember, 40th Wall Street is owned by Trump. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's owned by Trump. But I'm not complaining, I'm not promoting anything. Like, I am promoting, y'all to use this for your own personal projects. Just, make sure, you credit it, because I can pull up the Google search, and it will be how to safely use it in videos. So the thing I have a hard problem doing is using my Fortnite emotes, because a lot of the original Fortnite emotes you can use, but so it says yes, any Epic Music trailer track you find online automatically copyrighted moments artists created. However, if you are looking to use it for your own videos, many composers labeled it offer royalty-free under no copyright Creative Commons license allow you to use often video credited small license fee. So, and that's what I'm doing, of course. But I am making sure that they do get credit so that I don't face, legal trouble with them. But copyright can only go a certain extent before copyright is no longer effective. Which, what I mean by that is, it's like, so you can't just use the American flag or the Statue of Liberty and then be like, okay, done. That's copyright. That's copyrighted. You can't use something like that. But if you get a license and you ask the creator or the person who owns, say, that structure or worldwide, landmark, and you ask, saying, can I please use your for some of my videos, but well, problem is I won't, do anything, stupid like copyright and stuff like that. And then if they say yes, then you can use it. But if they say no, then that's obviously a no. You cannot just, force them into signing over the rights or signing over the deed to letting you use that. Because if they say no, it's no, I think the Bank of Manhattan Trust building is gonna top it. It's gonna be the tallest building in the city, which is okay. I just gotta remember that the MetLife Tower cannot be this tall. Not saying I'm not gonna build it or anything. But I'm gonna build the original World Trade Center. Like the original World Trade Center. But that's like almost two sides done of it. It's actually starting to look like the Bank of Manhattan. I'm still gonna call it the Bank of Manhattan Trust. Even if it's no longer known as the Bank of Manhattan, it's still gonna be known as the Bank of Manhattan. So what we'll do is we'll do the sides, the front, the sides, and then we'll do the back. and then we'll move in by like one. But so yeah, if you guys are looking to use, say, this type of software, but don't want to get copyrighted, like, it's the same way with some video games. Their games make you get copyrighted very easily. Even like some Fortnite events have copyrighted music to it. Like look at my chapter 6 finale video, or the chapter 6 end event. I couldn't use the how it's done by Huntrix because of the because it's copyrighted. So, but if you submit a form saying, hey, this video's not copyrighted, I just, didn't know it was, copyrighted, they'll say, okay, we'll let it slip, and then your video can be uploaded as usual. But if they say, sorry, but your video's copyrighted, we can't let you re-upload it, then you have to snip the copyrighted material out, which is going to be known as an appeal, and then you have to say or promise saying, hey, I'm kind of sorry that I'm sorry that my copyrighted material got in the way, and then they'll say, it's okay, just don't let it happen again, and then you'll be like, I will make sure it won't happen again, and then you can re-upload it. You just gotta make sure you're not getting copyrighted for like the wrong thing. Cause like I said, my video on the chapter 6 end event, which was 0 hour, basically an homage to Endgame. That event was amazing. I even spent a long time in the in that pre-game lobby, waiting for the event to start, because I saw Kong, I saw Godzilla, getting rifted in, because they're responding, I saw the X-Wings, I saw the TIE Fighters, I saw Superman. A lot of different universes were coming together to help us. Because you remember the Dark Presence had the Shard. It's funny how they say Shard, but here in my... But... Yeah, I'm good. So we'll just stop it there. Because really, who really wants to hear an ad, Plus the ads can actually get you in trouble too. That's why I typically listen to my Spotify whenever I'm not going live, or whenever I listen to my Spotify whenever I'm going live, or I'm trying to, or if I'm just trying to chill and play my games without having to worry about getting copyrighted. But this is where we're at on this part of the building, and if we look from the corner part, it's pretty tall and it's pretty beefy. But the middle part of this building the middle area is the same, but it looks like as we get towards that top part, there's a group of two windows, and it looks like where there's two windows, there's a middle, one singular window in the middle. So we have to pay attention to that when we get to that part. because then that means we could get into trouble because of the fact that we might not have the right tower footprint for this. Now, I made sure that the tower footprint was going to be completely accurate. I just didn't realize that the bottom area here was supposed to be 8 over here, not 6. So instead of it being like 6, no, 8, 6, 5, and then 4, then it would have been 8, 6, 5, and then 4. I did 6, 5, 4, 3. Which actually kind of worked out in my favor. This is what the thing looks like, though. I know it's kind of crazy. And it's gonna have like that same like circular design I have over there on that building over there. The one that's kind of like fading in and out because of the stupid fog. Like the fog, especially during like the rain in Minecraft, it ruins everything. Especially if you're going into like, like not if you're going into like caves or anything, but like it just ruins a lot. Plus, I'm gonna get on Minecraft and not Minecraft. I mean Minecraft. Get on Fortnite and play for a little bit. But as you can probably tell, I just woke up. Probably about 2 hours ago. Yeah, about 2 hours ago. So this video is like around 32 minutes long for y'all. For me, this has been about 2 hours. But of course, we're gonna do 2 sides today, and then I'm gonna do the other 2 sides completely off camera, and then we'll do a video probably like around sometime around this afternoon as we get to that pyramid. But there is like a whole bunch of windows on that copper pyramid part, which I have to start grabbing my copper, but like I said, I'm gonna get these other 2 sides done after I probably get done playing a game of Fortnite, because I'm not gonna stay on Minecraft all day and then be like bored out of my mind. But so if we go towards here and then we look, yeah, that's definitely a mega building. But like I said, I'm gonna use that soundtrack, epic trailer music by Outer Rim, and like I said, they have done the evolution of the world's tallest building on YouTube that has that same exact music to it. So make sure y'all tribute to them, because if it wasn't for them making such a beautiful trailer music, I probably wouldn't have suggested the idea to myself, saying, hey, why don't we use this while we're building this epic building? Because I used it once before while I was building the Patronus and Taipei 101, because I built them 2 back to back. And look how they turned out. But like I said, this building has took us over basically almost a week. This Sunday is gonna be about a week since the building was first commissioned. And of course, you know, we are gearing up for the 4th of July event. The 4th of July is exactly in 2 days. Today I'm supposed to be getting my $100 for my pre-order. For the pre-order of GTA 6. But like I said, we are approaching the end phase of our construction. But like I said, please do give Sketchfab and Outer Rim the love and support that they need. Because if it wasn't for Sketchlab being a 3D, like a 3D studio that shows shows buildings in their 3D models, and of course Outer Rim being known for that song that y'all heard throughout our tower, the part of that tower today, I would not be here right now constructing this tower or be using that music. Now, yes, I'm not saying that I'm getting copyrighted or anything, but I'm just letting y'all know that we are using it responsibly. We're not using it irresponsibly because I'm not trying to get copyrighted. Of course, I'm gonna have of course, like I said, it is on YouTube Music, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and that's for the Outer Rim's Epic Trailer music. But for Sketchlab, you just go into your Google browser and you type in Sketchfab. I'm gonna put not a link, but how you would spell it and how you would put it into your Google browser. Give them some likes and stuff like that. Same thing with, like I said, with Sketchfab and Outer Rim. Give them some love. But you gotta remember, like, I work myself to death trying to get these videos and these buildings out to y'all. And if y'all like what you see and you want to see more of this as we expand our city, but also see future Fortnite videos related to storyline related, which that's pretty much what I'm gonna go do now. Then y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. I'll see you on the next one. It's pretty much straightforward, you know. Like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Have a great day, y'all, and we'll see you on the next one.